Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Marco Polo back with you. I'm about to give you some dad advice, some fatherly advice, or something that, an older fella would tell you. Whenever you're about to take a job, or if you're planning to interview at a company or a business, before you go inside this place, look outside in the parking lot and look at the vehicles that are in the parking lot. Look at how well kept they are. Look at the brands of them. Look at how nice they are. This, although is not a pure indicator, but it is a very good indicator of how prosperous the people who work at said company actually are, if they're doing well or not. You see, when people are doing well, when they're making good money at any business or, company, the vehicle that they drive, they're going to feel prosperous, and they're probably going to opt for nicer, higher end vehicles. Not necessarily, supercars or anything like that. Now, if there's a bunch of supercars out in the parking lot, you better get that job, whatever it takes. But look at the vehicles. Now, if they're all run down and if they're all buckets, $2,000 POSs, and, it's looking rough out there in the parking lot, chances are that you're getting into a place that would probably be just a stepping stone. Something to keep you busy and to pay the bills while you pursue something better. You see, one way or another, we're all looking to better ourselves and to make situations at home better for our families. Our jobs demand that we give our all, 100, 110% while we're at the job. If you give everything to your job, what do you have left when you get home, when you drag yourself back in the door? Are you completely wiped out when you get out of work? Are you going to sleep, waking up, going to work, getting home, tired, laid up, eat, go to sleep, go back? If you're caught in this type of a cycle, I understand, sort of in it myself, but this too shall pass as long as you make yourself a plan. Now, observing what's going on at your business or your company, you can see basically how good your company is doing from within. If you're very busy, if there's a lot of action going on at your job, and action does measure how much is coming in and how much is going out. If you can measure a lot of action, if you're very, very busy, chances are your business is making good money, or at least, decent money, solid money. Now, if you're not making decent, solid money yourself, but your business is, you might need to talk to the people you work for and see if they can bump you up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with asking. If you keep your mouth shut, they'll keep their wallet shut. You gotta talk to people, and don't be insulting. Don't fly off the handle saying I deserve more money and I'm irreplaceable and this and all that nonsense. Everybody's replaceable in one fashion or another, and somebody might do something in a different way which actually would work better than the way you do it, or bring more to a job. Not saying that we're all in competition, workers against workers. That's no good. We don't need to be in that situation. But bosses and corporations would love for us to just stay in competition, to fight it out amongst each other, and ultimately they succeed at a very high level while the employees fight each other and do battle. One loses, one wins, but what do you really win? You get to be their favorite pet or whatnot. It's nonsense. I'm really not in that employee mindset, even though I am an employee. So things aren't going to continue the way they are for me very much longer. I'm looking forward to starting and running my own businesses. So me, on a side note, I digress. What you need to look for is how well people are doing at the business that you are working or that you're looking to work for. And that'll tell you a lot. That'll tell you the entire tale of how things are going to go for you, without even asking questions. You don't need to speak to anybody in that business or that company. All you do is observe. You observe their life. They're going to tell you about what they do on the side, what they do when they're not at work. And if their hobbies are large, like where I work, people like to go on cruises and take destination vacations, and they buy big toys. So I'm seeing these guys doing well. So I'm realizing from the very beginning that I do fit in a decent place where I can, succeed myself. I'm not necessarily going to run out and buy the big toys and take all the fancy vacations, because I understand we're at a time and point right now where the economy is squeezing the average man out of the middle class. Basically, middle class is losing big time. So while everybody's out there playing, ball till you fall, run out and buy everything you can and take the vacations and YOLO, you only live once, and we're going to do it big. When all the money's gone, because these are all liabilities, when all the money's gone, what do you have left? What's going to support you when you can no longer work? Assets. So what you need to be doing is stacking assets. Instead of taking the vacation, take your money, buy something like a dividend stock, or put it into something that yields, a return. Real estate, save up for real estate. Go talk to a banker, make a good relationship, look around. As soon as you find a deal, any type of a great deal, and there are deals to be found. I'm not saying they're everywhere, but if you keep looking, seek and ye shall find. You're going to get a deal. So when you see a deal and you're searching and searching and you find one, you'll be ready for it if you're stacking your chips. Anyways, subscribe to my channel. If you like my content, give me a thumbs up. This is Marco Polo. Have a fantastic day.